Good evening to all. This is Uma Shankar, working as a lecturer in EC at Government Polytechnic College, Kosi. So today I am going to deal with the subject Advanced Engineering Mathematics for electrical engineering students in fourth semester. Today my topic is on Laplace transforms. In this, I am going to discuss about the Laplace transforms of derivatives. So in the last class, we have seen the different types of methods, how we are going to apply the Laplace transform for the different types of the methods. That is nothing but so first shifting theorem. How we are going to what is first shifting theorem? How we are going to apply the Laplace transform for a given first shifting theorem. And next multiplication by t power n method and division by t method and second shifting theorem. And also we have seen the problems on Laplace transform of integrals of the function. So in this class, we are going to discuss about the Laplace transform of the derivatives, which is the last and final topics in this Laplace transform. Next, we are going to discuss about the inverse Laplace transforms. So first, we have to know about all the Laplace transforms, how we are going to apply the different types of Laplace transform for the different types of the theorems or the methods. So after completing of this Laplace transform of the derivatives, now we will see one problem on all the methods. Okay, right. So now we will see the theorem statement, Laplace transform of the derivatives. So it is the theorem one. It is nothing but a differentiation of the f of t. So if dash t be continuous and Laplace transform f of t is equal to f of s. That is nothing but so Laplace transform f of t is equal to f of s. Then if f dash of t be continuous, then Laplace transform f of f dash t is equal to, then it can be written as s into f of s minus f of 0. Okay. So when you'll apply the Laplace transform for the first order differentiation, that is nothing but Laplace transform of f dash of t. Okay, this is the first order differentiation. Okay. This is the first order differentiation. For the first order differentiation, so when you apply the Laplace transform, it is converted into the S domain, that is given as S into f of s minus f of 0. Okay. So this f of 0 and next you will get f dash 0, so on like that. So that is, these are the initial conditions. Initial conditions that we can see in the Laplace transform. Okay. And next for this, it is for the first order. If you go for the nth order derivative of the any order, then for that purpose you are going to apply the generalized Laplace transform differentiation function. That is nothing but Laplace transform of f power n of t. That is nothing but you have to apply the nth derivative for the given function. Okay. Laplace transform f power nth derivative of t is equal to s power n into f of s minus s power n minus 1 into f of 0 minus s power n minus 2 into f dash 0 and so on. That is nothing but if you take n is equal to 2. Take n is equal to, for n is equal to 1 we have simplified here. This is for n is equal to 1, it is first order derivative. For n is equal to 2, this is your second order derivative, that is given as Laplace transform of f power 2 into t. It is not power, actually it is the second derivative of the given function, that is equal to, so it's a square into f of s minus s power 1 into f of 0. Okay, next minus s40, that is nothing but s40 value is nothing but 1 into f dash 0. Next term you will get, this is for the second derivative. If you go for the third derivative, what you will get here? So this s term will goes on decreases. First you will get the highest power based on the differentiation power, that is nothing but based on the highest order which is represented here. It is second order, then you will get s square. If it is third order, you will get s cube. So for the third order, you will get the s cube. Next, you will get the s square. Next, you will get the s, and then s power 0. That is nothing but 1. So s cube into f of s minus s square into f of 0. Okay, and this s square term, that is nothing but this s power term will get decreases. Okay, so next first you will get the f of s, next f of 0, next f dash 0. Okay, next f dash 0. Next is f double dash of g. Okay. So this f of s function is goes on increases with respect to differentiation. Okay. So this is the way you have to evaluate this derivative of the nth order when you will apply the Laplace transform. Okay, when you apply the Laplace transform for the given function. Okay, so just you have to remember this is your basic derivative Laplace transform equation. Okay, for the nth order. Okay, so based on this, now we will solve a simple problems on this uh, derivatives function. That is nothing but how you are going to apply the Laplace transform for a given function using the derivatives. Okay, using the theorem of transform of the derivatives. Okay, so we'll see the three problems on this. One is Laplace transform t square. Next is Laplace transform s square t. Next is Laplace transform t into sin. So you can simplify all these methods by using directly Laplace transform t square directly by using the basic formula. Okay, so that is Laplace transform t power n. That is nothing but n factorial. That is 2 factorial by s power n plus 1, that is nothing but 2 plus 1. So you'll get it as a 2 by s power 3. So you can know directly by using the basic formula, you can directly get the answer for this Laplace transform of t power n. Okay, and similarly, Laplace transform of sine square t. So for this, we don't have the formula. So we have a Laplace transform sine at, but we don't have for sine square t. So what we have to do, so we have to convert this one into, in terms of cos, that is nothing but 1 minus. So cos 2t by 2 minus cos 2t by 2. Then you have to apply the individual Laplace transform. Directly you can get the final answer. That is nothing but in S domain. Finally, you will get into S domain. Okay, right. So you can directly apply the, by using the some simple formulas, you can directly apply the Laplace transform for the given functions. But here the problem is you have to simplify the given function using the derivatives. So we are going to apply this Laplace transform for the given functions using this derivative theorem. Okay, using by applying this derivative theorem. Okay, derivative method. So first he has given the f of t function. So assume this as a f of t function. That is f of t is equal to t square. Okay, we have to derivative this one. Okay, so we have to make a first derivative, that is f dash t. So Laplace transform, that is nothing but, if you differentiate this function f dash t is equal to differentiation of t square is nothing but 2. Okay, next is you have to make one more derivative, that is nothing but second order derivative. Okay, so already we did a first order differentiation. Next we go for the second order differentiation for this function. It is the first derivative of the function. Next, if you do one more time differentiation of this function, then you get the second derivative. So if double dash of t is equal to derivative of this 2 into differentiation of t is nothing but 1. 2 into 1 is nothing but 2. So you get it as a 2. So here, for a given function, so first to do the first differentiation and next to do the second differentiation. Okay, after that what we have to do? So then at t is equal to 0, first substitute at t is equal to 0 in this function. At t is equal to 0, what you will get? F of 0 is equal to 0 square. T square is nothing but 0 square. Then what you will get? F of 0 is equal to 0. This is for the first value. For the second value also you can apply t is equal to 0. What you will get? F dash of 0 is equal to 2 into 0. Okay, again you will get the 0. F dash value is also 0. These are the initial condition value. T is equal to 0, f of 0 is 0. F dash of 0 is 0. F double dash of 0 for t is equal to 0. So for t is equal to 0, f double dash of 0 value is 2. Okay, so we don't have the t term here. That's why we'll have a constant of f double dash of 0 at t is equal to 0 is nothing but your 2. Okay, right. So why you are doing this? You can why you are applying up to f double dash of 0 is nothing but, so based on the function you can apply either up to the first differentiation or you can apply for the second differentiation. So you can see you can get a aware of this problem. So by using these three, okay. So this problem will need of two times of differentiation. This problem will may need of 2 times or 1 time differentiation, and this problem also may need of 2 times or 1 time of differentiation based on the simplification part. Okay, based on the simplification part. Now we will see that. Right. So using the theorem, second derivative, that is nothing but Laplace transform of f dash of t is equal to s square f of s minus s into f of 0 minus f dash of 0. Okay, right. So now if you see carefully, is nothing but Laplace transform f double dash of t. That is nothing but, so Laplace transform of f double dash of 0 at t is equal to 0. Okay, at t is equal to 0, sorry, f double dash of t, sorry. So Laplace transform f double dash of t value is equal to 2. So directly you can apply this Laplace transform of 2 here is equal to s square into what is f of s? F of s is nothing but, so Laplace transform of f of t is equal to your f of s. So in place of f of s, what we have to do? So we have to write this one, Laplace transform of f of t. So what is f of t? Actually t square. So what is f of t? Actually it is a t square. Now we have to find out the Laplace transform of this t square. Okay, we have to find out the Laplace transform of this t square. So that's why this f of s can be represented as a Laplace transform of f of t. What is f of t? Is nothing but t square. Okay, right. Next is minus s into f of 0. What is f of 0 value? 0. Minus f dash 0 value is also 0. Okay, right. So from this, 2 is a constant, 2 into Laplace transform of 1 is equal to, so s square into Laplace transform of t square, and this value is 0 and this value is 0. Okay, right. So 2 into Laplace transform 1. What is Laplace transform of 1? So that is nothing but 2 into 1 by s. That is nothing but your 2 by s. At the LHS side, you will get the 2 by s. At the RHS side, s square into Laplace transform t square. Now we have to find out the Laplace transform of t square. So from this, what we have to do? So Laplace transform of t square is equal to, take this right side s square, which is in multiplication with Laplace transform t square, that it is shifted to LHS side. So that is shifted to the denominator. So s into s square. Why? Because at the RHS side it is in multiplication. When it is shifted to the LHS side, or when you have taken this term to the LHS side, then it will be shifted into the denominator. So 2 by s cube. Okay, 2 by s cube. So this is the way you have to find out the Laplace transform of any function. Okay, using the derivatives. So by using the derivative formula, you are going to find out the Laplace transform of the any function. Okay, so here we are not using any formulas. So we know the formula for Laplace transform of t power n, generalized formula, that is nothing Laplace of t power n factorial by s power n plus 1. Okay, so in place of n we'll have the 2. So we have to find out the Laplace transform of t square. So 2 factorial by s power 3. Okay, what is 2 factorial value? 2 only. Okay, so 2 by s power 3. So that's value you got from here. So this value you got by applying the Laplace transform using the derivative method. Okay, by applying the Laplace transform, okay, of a transform of derivative method. Okay, this is the way you have to solve the problem using the derivatives. Okay, now we will see the second problem. So what is the second problem here? So find the Laplace transform of sine square t using the theorem of transform of the derivatives. Again, we are going to use the derivative method in order to get the Laplace transform of sine square t. So whatever the function he has given, then you have to consider this as a f of t. Okay, right. So f of t is equal to sine square t. So the given function is sine square t. So now what we have to do? So at t is equal to 0. So at t is equal to 0, what you will get at t is equal to 0? F of t value, that is nothing but f of 0. At t is equal to 0, f of 0 value is equal to sine square of 0. What is sine square of 0 value? 0 only. So what is sine square of 0 value is nothing but 0 only. F of 0 is equal to 0 and t is equal to 0. Now you have to differentiate this function. Okay, now you have to differentiate this function. So when you will differentiate this function with respect to t, then what you will get? So it is sine square t. Okay, so what you will get is nothing but 2 sine t. So first we are making a differentiate with respect to power, then you have to make a differentiation with respect to this function, that is nothing but this term. that is d by dt of. First we have made a differentiation with respect to the power 2 into sin t into d by dt of. Again we have to do the differentiation with respect to the sin t. So 2 sin t, differentiation of sin t is nothing but cos t. So it is of the form of 2 sin a cos a. 2 sin a cos a is nothing but sin 2a. That is nothing but sin 2a. It is simplified as, when you make a first differentiation for this function, then you will get as a sin 2t. Okay, sin 2t. Now what we have to do finally, again by using the derivative theorem. Okay, by applying the Laplace transform by using the derivative theorem. So Laplace transform f dash of t is equal to s into f of s. This is the formula, derivative first order differential formula of a Laplace transform. Laplace transform f dash of t is equal to s into f of s minus f of 0. So what is f dash of t? What is f dash of t? F dash of t is nothing but sin 2t. Okay, we got the value as sin 2t. Okay, so I have substituted f dash of t value is sin 2t. What is f of s? F of s is nothing but Laplace transform of f of t only. The Laplace transform f of t. Okay, Laplace transform. What is f of t? Sin square t only. What is f of t? Sin square t. I have substituted the Laplace transform f of t value is nothing but sin square t. Minus f of 0. What is f of 0 value? F of 0 value is also 0. Okay. So now we have to get the answer for Laplace transform sin square t. Why? Because in the question, if you see that, so we have to find out the Laplace transform sin square t using the derivative method. So that's why we have applied up to the f dash of t. No need to go for f double dash of t. In previous question, so we need of 2 times of differentiation in order to get the Laplace transform of that function. So here we need only the one-time differentiation. So by using this one-time differentiation only, we can get the answer for Laplace transform sin square t. Okay. So from that Laplace transform of sin square t here. Okay. Right. This is the equation we got. So now what we have to do? So now we have to find out the Laplace transform of sin 2t. What is the Laplace transform of sin 2t? Using the basic formula. Okay. What is Laplace transform of sin 2t is nothing but 2 by a by s square plus a square. What is a value here? A value is nothing but 2. So 2 by s square plus 2 square is equal to s into Laplace transform of sin square t. Is it minus f of 0 value is 0 only. Okay, right. Next to 2 by s square plus 4 is equal to. So take this s value to the LHS side. What you will get? It is in multiplication. When it is shifted to the LHS side, it will be shifted into the denominator. So s into s square plus 4. Okay, or s square plus 2 square. So finally, we need to find out the Laplace transform sin square t. That is Laplace transform sin square t is equal to 2 by s into s square plus 4 or s square plus 2 square. Okay. So this is the final answer you got by using the Laplace transform of sin square t using the derivative function. Okay, using the derivative function. So in other way, how you are going to find out this one? Laplace transform of sin square t. Okay, so this function can be converted as Laplace transform 1 minus cos 2t by 2. So we have a basic formula for this. For sin square t and cos square t. For sin square t, 1 minus cos 2t by 2. For cos square t, 1 plus cos 2t by 2. Already we did the problem in the first topic. Okay. Basic elementary functions of the Laplace transform. Okay, right. So if you simplify individually like that, that is 1 by 2 into. So you can find out Laplace transform of 1 minus Laplace transform of cos 2t like that. Okay. So if you simplify this one, Laplace transform of 1 is nothing but 1 by s minus Laplace transform of cos 2t is nothing but s by s square plus 4 into 1 by 2. Okay. So if you take the LCM, and if you simplify this whole term, then finally you will get the 2 by s into s square plus 4 only. This is the final way. This is the final answer. You will get either you can apply by using the derivative method, or you can use by using the basic formula also. You can get the answer. Okay. You can do in any way. Okay. So if the question asks by using the derivative method, then you can do by using like that in this way. So just you have to remember the derivative formula, Laplace transform of the first derivative formula and Laplace transform of the second derivative formula, or Laplace transform of the nth derivative formula. If you remember the nth derivative formula, and remaining will be same. So just if you remember the nth derivative formula, it can be very easy to simplify for any type of the derivative function. Okay, right. So next we'll go for the one more problem on this. Okay, so if you see here, so find the Laplace transform of, okay, so find the Laplace transform of t into sin at. So this can be simplified by using the multiplication by t method. So we have the one more method to simplify this problem is nothing but multiplication by t method. So instead of doing or simplifying this Laplace transform t into sin at using the multiplication by t method, we are solving this problem by using the derivative method. So this is the another method in order to simplify this function. Okay. So from this equation, what is f of t? F of t is equal to t into sin at. Okay. So we have to differentiate this f of t one time. Okay, we have to differentiate this f of t one time. So here we'll have the two functions. One is t, another one is sin at. So what we have to do when we will have the two functions? So we have to make a differentiation of uv rule. So differentiation of uv rule. When you will have the two functions, you can apply the uv rule differentiation. That is d by dx of uv rule. So what you will do? You will keep one term as constant. Okay, u as constant and differentiating with respect to v, and v term as constant and differentiating with respect to u. So here you have to take this one as a sine. This is your u and this is your v. Okay. So first to keep v as a constant and differentiating with respect to t. What is differentiation of t? It is nothing but 1. Okay. So differentiation of t is nothing but 1. 1 into. So this term should be kept as a constant, sine at plus. Now t has to be kept constant. Differentiation of sine at value is nothing but cos at into. So this is the differentiation for cos sine value. So now what we have to do? So differentiation of this term. So what is the differentiation of at value? It is nothing but a. Okay. So what you will get finally? A cos at into, already you will have a t term. So at into cos at. Okay. Right. So this is your f dash of t. Now we have to apply one more differentiation for the above function. That is nothing but f double dash of t. So if you want to go for the second derivative, then you have to use this function. Okay, you have to use this function because the above function is already derivative already done a one-time differentiation. So if you do one more differentiation to this term, then okay, it's clear that we have done the two times differentiation. Okay, right. So what is differentiation of sin at? It is nothing but a cos at. Okay, a cos at, which is written here. Next plus. Next is what is differentiation of at cos at? Okay, that is nothing but a is a constant. Again, you are going to apply the uv rule. Differentiation of uv rule. Okay, so t you have to keep uh, cos at as one term as a constant and do the differentiation for the next term, and you have to do the in a reverse procedure for the second term. Okay, a into differentiation of t is nothing but 1 into cos at. First I have done the differentiation for t. Okay, a is a constant, it should be kept outside. A into differentiation of t is nothing but 1 into cos at should be kept as a constant. Next plus. So next t should be constant, t into differentiation of cos at minus a sin at. Okay, minus a sin at. Okay, so if you simplify this whole term, that is nothing but first term will be a cos at. Next is plus a into 1 cos at. That is nothing but a into cos at. That you will get it as a cos at. Okay. So the first term will be the a cos at, a into cos at, a cos at. So plus into minus, minus a into a square t into sin it. Okay, a square t into sin it. I have simplified only for this term. So before that you will have the a cos at. A cos at plus a cos at. What you will get? 2a cos at. Okay. You got 2a cos at, and next to this term. You multiply these two terms, finally you will get minus a square t into sin it. So this is the second order differentiation. Second order differentiation for this f of t function. So we have did the first order, we have did the first time differentiation, and we have did the second time differentiation. Okay. So now we have to apply the initial conditions. At time t equal to 0 at this point, we'll get f of 0 is equal to 0. For differentiation, first time differentiation also f dash of 0 at t is equal to 0. And this one is 0 and this one is also 0. 0 plus 0 you get it as a 0. Okay, right. Right. So now you can apply the second derivative. That is nothing but using the theorem for the second derivative, apply the Laplace transform of the second derivative. Okay. Laplace transform f double dash of t is equal to s square f of s minus s into f of 0 minus f dash of 0. So we know the f double dash of t, that is nothing but 2a cos at minus a square t into sin at is equal to s square into what is f of s, Laplace transform of t into sin at. That is nothing but f of s can be written as Laplace transform of f of t. What is f of t? Laplace transform of t into sin at. So now we have to find out the Laplace transform of t into sin at. That is represented here, s square into sin minus s into f of 0. What is f of 0 value? 0. What is f dash 0 value? It is also 0. And this one will be 0 and this one will be 0. So only you will have leftover term on the right side will be this one. And the LHS side, you can do separate Laplace transform for this function and Laplace transform for this function. Okay. All right. So 2a is a constant which will be taken outside, Laplace transform of cos at minus a square is constant of Laplace transform of sin at. What is Laplace transform of cos at? S by s square plus a square. Okay. Sorry. Before this, so 2a Laplace transform of cos at. So if you see here, so here we'll have the Laplace transform of t into sin at. Here also we'll have the Laplace transform of t into sin at. So that's why what we have to do. So we have to shift this entire term. That is minus a square Laplace transform t sin at will be taken to RHS side. If you shift this entire term to the RHS side, then you will get minus term will becomes plus a square Laplace transform of t into sin at. So take common Laplace transform of t into sin at. Laplace transform of t into sin at. If you take common, what you will get? S square plus a square into Laplace transform of t into sin at. Okay, right. So what is Laplace transform of cos at? That is nothing but s by s square plus a square. Okay, right. At the LHS side, you will have the 2a into Laplace transform. This is nothing but s by s square plus a square. At the RHS side is equal to s square plus a square into Laplace transform of t into sin at. So finally, we have to find out this Laplace transform of t into sin at. So take this s square plus a square term to the LHS side, then finally we get it as a 2a into s. That is nothing but 2a s by s square plus a square into s square plus a square. That is s square plus a square whole square. Okay, this is the way you have to apply the uh, uh, Laplace transform of any function using the differentiation formula or differentiation method. Either it can be first time one type differentiation or two type differentiation. Okay, it depends upon the problem. Okay, depends upon the type of problem. Now we will have a one more a single problems on all the methods. I can explain you directly. Just you can understand. Okay, if any of the some of the methods which I have not covered in the previous some of the problems which I have not covered in the previous method that I have covered in all these methods. That is nothing but whatever the method I'm explaining here. So I have missed one of the some of the problems. Okay, right. So the first problem is nothing but first shifting theorem. So this is the first method which we have done in the second class. That is find the Laplace of the e power 3t sin ht. We have not done the problem on this hyperbolic function. That's why I have chosen this problem. Okay, right. So now if you see this problem, so it is a first shifting theorem now. So first shifting this should be compared with so you have to identify we have an exponential function here. So that's why you have to compare with the first shifting theorem e power 80 into f of t. E power 80 into f of t. From this, what is f of t in place of f of t? You will have the sin h 40. Okay, sin h 40. From this, f of t is equal to sin h 40. So applying Laplace transform on both sides. Okay, Laplace f of t is nothing but f of s. What is sin h 40? The Laplace transform of sin h 80 is given as s by s square minus a square. So for hyperbolic, you will get the minus term. For trigonometric, you will get the plus term, s square plus a square. This is for Laplace transform of cos 80. this equation is Laplace transform of cos HA. Okay, this is for Laplace transform of cos HA. This is for Laplace transform of cos HA. Okay, right. So Laplace transform of sin H40 is nothing but 4 by s square minus 4 square, that is 4 by s square minus 60. Okay. Now by using the first shifting theorem, Laplace transform e power at f of t is equal to f of s, where s tends to s minus a. Why? Because we will have the e power at, that's why s tends to s minus a. Wherever you will have the s, how to simply substitute as s minus a. What is the a value here? A value is 3. So where s tends to s minus a. What is f of s? F of s is nothing but 4 by s square minus 16. So in place of s, we have to substitute s minus 3 because it is the shifting, first shifting theorem. Okay, by using in the first shifting theorem, what we have to do? So if you multiply it with exponential value, then whatever the a value is there, that has to be shifted by that many times. S value should be shifted by that many times. Okay, s minus a. So here a value is 3. So s minus 3 times it has to be shifted in place of s. Okay, right. 4 by s minus 3 whole square minus 16, that is equal to 4 by. So if you expand this and simplify this one, then you will get s square minus 6x minus 7. So this is the first shifting theorem problem. Okay, so that I have not covered in the previous class. Okay, right. So next we'll go for the change of scale property. What do you mean by change of scale property? So Laplace transform of, okay, Laplace transform of sin f of at. Change of scale property is nothing but Laplace transform of f of at is equal to 1 by a f of s by a. This is the change of scale property. Okay, right. So the given problem is if Laplace transform of sin t by t is equal to tan inverse of 1 by s. He has given Laplace transform of sin t by t. So now what we have to find out the Laplace transform of sin at by t. Okay, sin at by t. But to see what is the what problem he has given, what is the question he has given. Laplace transform of sin t by t is equal to tan inverse 1 by s. So from this problem, Laplace transform f of t is nothing but your f of s. That is given as Laplace transform sin t by t is equal to tan inverse s. Okay, right. So therefore, Laplace transform of sin at, we have to find out this one. So from the given question, what he has given Laplace transform sin t by t is nothing but tan inverse of 1 by s. So now we have to simplify this one. So now we have to find out this Laplace transform of sin at by t. So Laplace transform of sin at by t can be written as, that is equal Laplace transform a into, so multiply and divided by a here. So why you are multiplying divided by a here? So because it is of the form sin t by t. Here if you see in this problem, here a is missing in the denominator. Okay, a is missing in the denominator. So we have a Laplace transform of sin t by t is equal to tan inverse s. If you want to amplify this function, this value to this Laplace transform sin at by t, then definitely it is of the form Laplace transform of sin at by at. So it has to be converted in this, because this, if you assume this one as a t, then this one also be also t. Then only you can go further. Then only you can apply further this shifting method. That is sorry, change of scale property method. So now this has to be simplified as Laplace transform sin at by t can be simplified as, if you multiply and divide it by a, then finally a into Laplace transform sin at by at. Then this is the same as a into Laplace transform f of at method. Okay, this is nothing but your f of at method. Okay, so we are converting in terms of the Laplace transform f of at method. We know the Laplace transform sin t by t. So now we are going to convert in terms of Laplace transform f of at by f of at time. Okay, for that purpose we are going to multiply numerator multiply by a and divide by a. So by using the change of scale property, Laplace transform of sin at by t is equal to a into, okay, a into, okay, we have a. What is Laplace transform f of at? That is nothing but 1 by a, okay, f of s by a, okay, 1 by a f of s by a. So we have already, it is multiplied by a into, so this can be written as 1 by a f of s by a. So this a will get cancelled. So finally, what you will get f of s by a. So it is just like, okay. So f of s is equal. What is f of s value? F of s value is that tan inverse of 1 by s. So in place of s, what we have to do? So we have to substitute as s by a. So from that tan inverse of 1 by s. So in place of s, we have substituted as s by a by using the change of scale law. So if you simplify this, what you will get tan inverse of a by a. So this is the way you have to simplify the problem by using the change of scale problem. So you have to identify by looking the problem only. Okay. So he has given for sin t by t. So now we have to convert this one as a Laplace transform of sin at by at type. Okay. So why you have converted? So in order to get the Laplace transform f of at type, we have to convert this one into the f of at type. Okay. All right. Okay. Next, multiplication by t method. Multiplication by t method. So in this, it is a combination of two methods. See here. So find the Laplace transform t into e power minus t into cos ht. So it is a combination of the two methods. Okay. So what we have to do in this? First, what we have to do is nothing but t into, sorry, e power minus t into t cos ht. We have to rearrange this entire function in this way. First, you have to shift the, first you have to take e power minus t first term, next t into cos ht. Now first we have to simplify this one. So by applying the Laplace transform to this function t into cos ht, then we have to apply the first shifting theorem. So this is the first shifting method. So e4 minus t into, so assume this entire function as f of t. Assume this entire function is f of t. Now we have to apply this Laplace transform of f of t function. Okay. Now we have to apply the Laplace transform f of t function. Now get the f of s back. Okay. So Laplace transform t into cos st. So first we have to know that. So this is t into cos st is nothing but multiplication by t power method. Then you have to apply the shifting method. Okay. So t into cos st. So before applying the multiplication by t method, first we have to get the Laplace transform of cos ht. Okay, what is cos ht value? S by s square minus 1 square, that is s by s square minus 1. So next we have to apply the Laplace multiplication by t method. So Laplace transform t cos st is equal to, so we'll have the t power 1. If you have the t power 1, then minus 1 whole power 1, t, you have to do the one-time differentiation for this f of s. What is f of s? So it is actually not f of s. This is in s domain. That's why you have to take this one considered as a f of s according to multiplication by t method. So after getting the final answer, then that is your actual f of s function. Minus 1 into d by ds of f of s. So what is f of s is nothing but s by s square minus 1. Substitute that s by s square minus 1. Then apply the d by dx of u by v rule. Okay, d by dx of u by v rule. That is nothing but, so first to v as a constant, differentiation of u, minus u as a constant and differentiation of v, then divided by v square. This is the uv rule. So if you apply this uv rule to this function, so then you will get it as a minus 1 should be same. Okay. So denominator function will be same into differentiation of numerator. What is the numerator value? Yes, differentiation of s is nothing but 1 minus. So numerator value will be same and differentiate the denominator. So differentiation of s square is nothing but 2s minus differentiation of 1 is nothing but constant. It is 0. So 2s, s into 2s. So finally, if you simplify this one, what you will get is nothing but 1 plus s square. So if you simplify this whole term with minus 1, then finally you will get it as a 1 plus s square by. So the denominator you will get it as a s square minus 1 whole square. Okay. So this is your actual f of s function. That is, we have rearranged this one as e power minus t into cos ht. So it is of the form Laplace transform of e power minus t f of t. Okay, Laplace transform of e power minus t f of t. F of t value is nothing but t into cos ht. Okay, we have simplified this Laplace transform of f of t using the multiplication by t method, and next we have to apply this shifting method. Okay, so this is your f of s. Now in shifting method, first shifting theorem. Okay, so we have to shift by s plus a times because e power minus a t type. So you have to shift s by s plus a times. What is a value here? 1. So s tends to s plus 1. What is the f of s value? 1 plus s square by s square minus 1 whole square. Wherever you will have the s, you have to substitute as s plus 1. So in the numerator, you will have the s here. In the denominator, you will have the s here. 1 plus s plus 1 whole square. Here you will have the s square. That's why in place of s plus 1, you will have the whole square, s plus 1 whole square. In the denominator also, s plus 1 whole square minus 1 whole square. Okay. So if you simplify the numerator and denominator, finally you will get the this function s square plus 2s plus 1 by s square plus 2s whole square. So this is your the Laplace transform e power minus t into t cos ht. So here we are applying the two methods. We are going to simplify this function. Okay. So be careful. So there may be chances of giving the three methods in a given function also. So sometimes you may have 0 to t. Sometimes you may have 0 to t integration 0 to t e power minus t t cos ht. So the first method is applied by multiplication by t method, and next method you have to apply the shifting method. So for this whole function, you have to apply the integral Laplace transform integral of a function. So just you have to divide this whole function by s, because we have only one time integration. So the whole function after simplification, just you have to divide by s. Then this is the way you have to simplify by using the Laplace transform of integrals of a function. So here we are using the multiplication by t method, shifting method, and the integral of a function method. So there may be a one or two methods which can be incorporated in a given function. So you have to be careful. Okay, whenever you are solving the problem, whichever is first convenient, then you have to make that function as a first term, and then you have to apply the different methods. Okay, after simplification. Okay, all right. Next, division by t method. Okay, so in division by t method, so we have not covered this problem in the last class. That's why I have taken this problem. Laplace transform sin 3t into cos t. Okay, so it is division by t method. That is Laplace transform of f of t by t. Okay. So what is f of t here? F of t is nothing but sin 3t into cos t. So f of t is nothing but sin 3t into cos t. Next, applying Laplace transform on both sides. Okay, so Laplace transform f of t is nothing but f of s. But in the right side, if you see here, it is of the form 2 sin a cos a form. 2 sin a cos a, 2 sin a cos b, or 2 cos a sin b, whatever it may be. So you can choose any one of this form. Okay. So for here in this equation, 2 is missing. So that's why multiply by 2 and divide by 2. If you make multiply by 2 and divide by 2, then you can apply the that formula 2 sin a cos b. So for this, you will have a formula sin a plus b plus sin a minus b. Here a value is 3t, b value as a t. So if you substitute a value as 3t and b value as t, what you will get finally? So 1 by 2 will be taken outside. Laplace transform of sin 4t. That is a value is 3t, b value is t. 3t plus t, 4t plus sin 3t minus t is nothing but 2t. Okay. So apply individual Laplace transform for this function and this function. What you will get? Okay. So 1 by 2 into 4 by s square plus 16 plus 2 by s square plus 4. So you can apply the formulas for that. Finally, you will get this f of s function. Now what we have to do? So you have to apply the division by t method. So Laplace transform f of t by t is equal to Laplace transform of. So you have to find out the Laplace transform of this function, that is equal to. So division by t method is given as integration s tends to infinity f of s into ds. Okay. Right. So what is f of s? This entire function is nothing but your f of s. Okay. Right. So in place of f of s, we have substituted this entire f of s function 1 by 2 into 4 by s square plus 16 plus 2 by s square plus 4 into ds. Okay. Right. So if you see carefully this problem. Okay. So this division by t method can have only two formulas in order to simplify this integration. It is either it can be of the form 1 by x square plus a square type, or it can be f dash x by f of x type. Okay, either you can have either in this form or in this form. But here, whatever the integration is represented here, this can be represented of this form, and this is also same as this form. Okay, right. So if you simplify this, then what you will get is nothing but, so if you compare this integration with respect to this, what you will get is nothing but for the first term, that is equal to 1 by 2 into the integration of, so take this 4 outside into, so 1 by s square plus a square, so x square by a square. So this one should be compared with respect to this. Okay, in place of s we'll have the x here, in place of a square we'll have the 16 here. Convert this one into the a square type, so that is nothing but your 4 square. Here this one will be the 4 square. What we will get here is nothing but it is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 will be same. Okay, here 4 will be taken outside. So what is the formula? 1 by a. What is a value here? 4. 1 by 4 into tan inverse of, okay, in place of x we'll have the s. S by a value is 4. So this 4 will get cancelled. Finally you get as a tan inverse of s by 4 plus, so take this 2 outside into, so here also s square plus 2 square. So what is a value? 1 by a, that is nothing but 2 tan inverse of s by 2. Okay, tan inverse of s by 2. These two will get cancelled. Finally you will get as tan inverse of s by 2. So what you will get is nothing but 1 by 2 into tan inverse of s by 4 plus tan inverse of s by 2, and the limits are s tends to infinity. Okay, and the limits are s tends to infinity. Okay, right. So now, so this is the problem. So see here, I have done that now. So I have taken 4 outside, here 2 outside, and I applied that formula for this. Okay, so and formula for this, and finally what you will get? So 4 into 1 by 4, 1 by a tan inverse of s by a plus 2 into 1 by a tan inverse of s by a. Okay, a value can be evaluated here. So this 16 can be represented as 4 square. This 4 can be represented as a 2 square. Here a value is 4, a value is 2. Okay. So this 4 get cancelled. This 2 will get cancelled. Finally, we get tan inverse of s by 4 plus tan inverse of s by 2, and the limits are s tends to infinity. Okay. Lower limit is s and upper limit is infinity. So now we have to substitute the upper limit first in this entire equation. So tan inverse of infinity by 4 is nothing but tan inverse of infinity plus tan inverse of infinity by 2, that is nothing but tan inverse of infinity only, minus, now apply the lower limit s in place of s only. So tan inverse of s by 4 is nothing but s by 4 minus tan inverse of s by 2 is nothing but s by 2. If you substitute s in place of s, you will get the same value. So what is tan inverse of infinity? Pi by 2. What is the tan inverse of infinity? Pi by 2 plus pi by 2 minus tan inverse of s by 4 minus tan inverse of s by 2. So pi by 2 plus pi by 2 is nothing but pi. Okay, right. Minus tan inverse s by 4 minus tan inverse s by 2. So this is the way you have to simplify the problem whenever this type of function is given. So instead of that, sometimes you may give cos 3t cos 2t by t. So this one also be simplified by using this type only. Okay, so multiply and divided by 2 for this. 2 cos a cos b formula, apply 2 cos a cos b formula, then you have to simplify in this manner. So in division by t method, then you will have only the 2 formulas in order to simplify. That is integration of 1 by x square plus a square. Either you will have the form of this type or integration f dash of f dash x by f of x. Okay. So this is given as log f of x type. This can be given as 1 by a tan inverse of x by a. Either you can have of this type or of this type. So you can check carefully whenever you are doing this problem. Okay. So the last and final method is nothing but Laplace transform of the integral of a function. Okay. So I have chosen a simple problem on this. Okay. Right. So find the Laplace transform integral of 0 to t sin 2t. So this is your f of this should be compared with Laplace transform of integral 0 to t f of t into t. That is equal to f of s by s. So first we have to convert this f of t function into f of s. Okay, so for integral 0 to t, so then you have to divide this f of s function by one single s term, s value. Okay, so if you have the 2 times integration, then it is s square. Then if you have 3 times integration, then you will have the s cube. Okay, right. So here we will have the only one time integration. So just f of s by s. First we have to evaluate the f of s. From the given equation, first we have to identify the f of t. What is f of t? Sin 2t. F of t is equal to sin 2t. Apply Laplace transform on both sides. So f of s is equal to Laplace transform of sin 2t is nothing but 2 by s square plus 4. Okay, right. So you will get 2 by s square plus 4 by using the Laplace transform integral of a function. So then you will get f of s by s. What is f of s? 2 by s square plus 4. Okay. So now in place of f of s, I have substituted by 2 by s square plus 4 by s. So if you simplify this, finally you get 2 by s into s square plus 4. This is the way you have to simplify the problem whenever this method is given. Okay. So thank you. So this is the way you have to simplify all the Laplace transform, all the functions when a Laplace transform, all the given problems using the Laplace transform for a different methods. Okay. Whatever the function he has given, first we have to identify which method is suitable for this. Either multiplication by t method, division by t method, or method, integral of a function. Okay. Or shifting theorem for shifting, or scaling property, or second shifting theorem. So you can choose based on the problem. Other sometimes it may be a combination of the multiple methods.